Breaking news. Crown Jewel 2024 was attended by Triple H, who presented the Crown Jewel Championships to Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan, respectively. At the end of the concert, the Game joined the stars in celebration. Outside of this party, however, the Hall of Famer may punish Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis for their poor performance in the premiere live event. During the battle between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, the general managers of Raw and SmackDown made an appearance. There was mayhem even before the contest started, as Aldis and Pearce had to intervene to bring order. The prize fighter, nevertheless, started hitting authorities. Thus their efforts were in vain. Pearce was hit with an RKO by the Viper, who wasted no time. Worst case scenario. The WWE CCO decides to fire both GMs for losing control of Orton and Owens during the Saudi Arabia event. If Triple H can't handle a fight between two superstars, they may want to reevaluate their responsibilities. Triple H may be using this to make sure Aldis and Pearce are doing a good job of carrying out their duties. The former NWO World Heavyweight Champions would get a strong message from the CCO if he or she decides to penalize them for disorderly conduct. This suggests that if similar occurrences happen again, the general managers may also face sanctions. Fans may be surprised to see Triple H make a debut on next week's SmackDown after the events of Crown Jewel 2024. It is possible that Kevin Owens and Randy Orton's predicament may prompt an appearance by the King of Kings. The Game may concede a mistake in arranging a bout between Cody and Orton, acknowledging the hazards involved during his presence. The Chief Content Officer may also punish the two stars severely or suspend them indefinitely for their assaults on authorities. After the mayhem at Crown Jewel 2024, Triple H may potentially drop hints about what happens next in the plot. After Kevin Owens wrecked Randy Orton, many people think he's done for television. In that event, the Game may use Orton's expected appearance on Friday Night SmackDown to announce the sabbatical. In sum, viewers will be captivated by the next blue spectacle as they anticipate the aftermath of Crown Jewel. Incredible events, memorable matchups, and controversial moves had fans talking at WWE Crown Jewel 2024. In the middle of all the action, however, two reigning champions caused a stir by acting in ways that were completely out of character, shocking spectators and infuriating those in charge behind the scenes. The word on the street is that WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, is plotting a quick and forceful response. A strong message in the shape of penalties and repercussions may soon be sent to those celebrities who believe they were immune to responsibility. In addition to hurting their careers, these two previous champions' conduct at Crown Jewel has caused quite a stir behind the scenes, with many wondering what could have possibly prompted such extreme measures. Let's examine the possible fallout from Crown Jewel and the reasons Triple H could feel forced to take a hard line with them. With both previous champions ready to show off their abilities and remind fans why they've held championships before, it was meant to be another unforgettable night on WWE's huge platform. But then their match went south, and they became almost recklessly intense instead of following the script or concentrating on a clean performance. Much discussion and criticism surrounded their methods, which were seen by many as excessively aggressive and unsportsmanlike. The audience saw a degree of unusual hostility, a flagrant contempt for the rules, and a readiness to put themselves and other artists in danger. According to reports, their acts had nothing to do with the plot, and WWE executives were left to deal with the aftermath. As the crisis escalated, the commentators were at a loss for what to do, and the tension in the stadium rose as spectators questioned if they were really seeing a real loss of control. Even though there was a clear winner at the conclusion of the contest, the way it went down was disappointing for everyone. After the dust has settled, WWE authorities are under pressure to react, and rumor has it that Triple H, who is famous for his dedication to professionalism and respect inside the organization, is prepared to impose strict rules. Triple H has shown his utmost respect for professionalism and discipline since assuming a more active position in WWE's creative and operational choices. Triple H has accepted his role as protector of WWE's norms and traditions with his very direct managerial style. Although he is willing to go to extreme lengths to satisfy his followers, he has a firm policy against unscripted actions that compromise the show's credibility. Triple H probably thought these previous champions' behavior betrayed the importance of Crown Jewel, a premier event on the WWE calendar. According to sources close to the situation, Triple H was not happy with the team's lack of discipline throughout the match, and may feel forced to make an example out of this. Many spectators and wrestlers admire Triple H for his ability to keep the peace in the backstage area. On the other hand, he has no issue with enforcing penalties for boundary violators. Under Triple H's leadership, there are particularly harsh consequences for violating the unspoken norms that exist inside the WWE roster. The question then becomes, what plans does Triple H have for the future of these two champions? WWE may use monetary penalties, demotions, and narrative ramifications as disciplinary measures. In considering how to handle the matter, Triple H may take the following routes: penalties and exclusions. WWE superstars that act irresponsibly or unscriptedly have been fined in the past. A punishment would serve two purposes. It would monetarily punish these former champions, and it would send a message that WWE does not approve of their behavior. But other people may feel that a fine isn't enough of a deterrent. They want to see more tangible results. Should it happen, Triple H has the option to temporarily suspend them, preventing them from participating in any future bouts or appearances. They would lose screen time, which would slow them down and send a message to the audience that WWE would not stand for disrespectful behavior. Lesson cut from storylines. A superstar's status and significance in WWE are determined by the stories spoken about them. If Triple H demotes these two champions, they may have to face less famous opponents or compete in lower-tier bouts. This relegation might be particularly embarrassing considering their previous championship status. In addition to climbing the corporate ladder, they'd have to win back the respect of WWE fans and management. The message from Triple H is quite clear. Treat each other and the firm with the utmost respect. Coerced recantation. When superstars do anything that damages WWE's image, the corporation has periodically demanded that they apologize publicly. The former champions might be forced by Triple H to admit their wrongdoing and repent to the WWE Universe and their colleagues. A strong strategy to restore some of the harm to their reputations might be this kind of public recognition. Superstars would do well to publicly apologize. Doing so would be humiliating for them and would go a long way toward restoring the confidence of their unhappy supporters. Being part of a narrative centered around punishment, incorporating real-life conflicts into WWE stories is one of their unique methods of disciplinary action. As a kind of punishment, Triple H may set up a plot involving these two former champions that forces them to endure difficult battles or confronts them with impossible odds in the ring. Triple H may make ratings and gently remind the roster of the repercussions of unscripted conduct by turning their punishment into entertainment. Their personas would be given more depth with a redemption or atonement narrative. which would also serve to remind fans that WWE takes its image and rules seriously. Delegation to WWE events or community outreach. Another option is for WWE to do more charity or community events with the past champions. As a punishment, Triple H may order them to spend time away from the ring so they can fix their image. Because fans would perceive that WWE is serious about holding its superstars to account, this may be good for WWE's reputation as a whole. Strict disciplinary proceedings, if implemented by Triple H, will serve to reinforce locker room principles in addition to penalizing these two offenders. WWE has dealt with its fair share of scandals over the years, and each one pushes the boundaries of the company's tolerance for its stars' actions. If Triple H takes a hard line on unscripted behaviors that border on recklessness, he might be sending a message to the whole roster that no superstar is exempt from WWE's expectations of respect and professionalism. Also, young talent, take note. This event is a reminder that you need to follow the rules set down by your employer. The reliability and camaraderie of WWE superstars are crucial to the company's image. All parties concerned, including the celebrities, the executives, and the business as a whole, take a hit when prominent individuals act inappropriately. The possible repercussions have fans expressing their thoughts loud and clear. There are those who think the two former champions should get whatever penalty Triple H decides to dish out since they brought shame to the brand and put other people in danger. Some think that WWE is more of a spectacle than a reality program, and that the show's unpredictable and exciting unscripted moments are what really make it special. Whatever your position may be, it's obvious that Triple H's handling of the fallout from Crown Jewel is of paramount importance to the WWE Universe.